Straight into Death Aura. Best of 3 is being played. We're still in the first round of the round of 36. And spawning in the bottom right. A player, a Brazilian Terran for Team Liquid. It is Kelazhur.
Whoa! Also known as Diego. And in the top left, we have the Korean Zerg player playing for Africa, right? I think so. We have Armani. Also known as Armani.
Nice. Ooh, and I can see the logos now. I think we didn't see we didn't see the logos last time. Well, you need a special overlay for this.
Damn.
It must have been the referee that messed us up. I was sad that I didn't need to do anything, so none of the blame is on me. Oh, and Diego's going for a CC first. Do you know what that means?
He's pulling the Piotr, isn't it?
It's a Lambo build. Well, Piotr is calling it the Lambo build, but in reality, it is the Piotr build.
Yeah, the Piotr, I can't wait. 48 SCV?
So, a backstory of this was the way this build started, because Piotr was preparing a lot with me, and he played a lot of TVZs, and back in the day he used to proxy Rex a lot. So people started going pull first against him a lot. And what we figured out is that CC first is very good against pull first 6-links, right? Because the CC finishes and you have a wall with a factory and the barracks with maximum economy. And then after that, to leverage that into actual victories against players that are better than him, such as, for example, if he was playing against you,
yeah,
he goes for a 3CC build and then stops at 48 SCV, so only 2 base production, 2 base SCV, and then he goes all in with Marine Tank. That is the game plan. And Diego watched a replay with us yesterday, and he thought, hey man, that build looks really cool, and now he's doing it. So, actually an hour ago he told me he has a little bit of problems because he's floating money with this build, so let's see if he fixed that.
Yeah, he played it against me on Light Shed, and it wasn't too hot, I'm not gonna lie. But maybe on Death Aura it's different. Like, he had not too many more units than the classic, tank push. So I think something went wrong, but maybe he fixed it. And on Death Aura I think it's different, because you have a nice tank spot near the 4th base. It's very annoying to deal with. It's the Piotr tank spot. He always goes there.
Yeah, and Armani right now realizes there's no Reaper on the map, and he just took an early turret. For him, everything is looking very standard. He keeps in gas with 2 drones.
Yeah, Overlord speed, right?
Should be.
2 Overlords on the map, 2 on gas. It looks like Overlord speed, which I think is good for Diego, honestly.
I think it should be good theoretically for Zerg if you realize the barracks timing is earlier than usual, but I think not having this build on your mind, it's very, very hard to tell the difference, but...
I'm not gonna think... He also makes a Viking, no?
Yeah. But we need to remember that Armani played against Soul. Like, it was a replay between Soul and Armani that he copied this from, so...
Oh, right. That's a bit yikes.
I mean, he might put the dots connect the dots and realize that from CC first with this extra economy, that's what he's going for.
There's something wrong with this CC timing, right? It's after second gas. I didn't notice.
Yeah, you have to with CC first, otherwise the factory is late.
Ah, right. Yeah, makes sense.
And then there is always a small supply block at 46 that Piotr has in his build. Diego's actually making a depot, but I don't think that finishes in time either. Oh, maybe it will actually.
It does. But this CC finishes first.
Yeah, so this depot seems a little bit pointless. And he's actually supply block right now on his Starport unit, so...
It's okay, it's pretending depot. Making sure he has everything under control.
Okay, here come the extra barracks. And from Armani, everything still looks standard. He also did not opt to go for Overlord speed, as he got the full scout. He's floating a little bit of gas now, but that's not too bad. As Zerg, you can use it for lair and upgrades later on. So the more interesting stuff that's happening right now is on Kelazhur's side of the map, because he's adding 2 barracks extra early.
It's kind of dangerous, no? The Overlord there... Actually, no, never mind. I forgot that he didn't go Overlord speed. I just gave it away that it was Overlord speed, but it's not. So it's 6 racks? No, it's 5.
It's 5 racks, yeah, it's 5 racks.
Can't even count. Classic Zerg player.
His Starport also is very far away from the factory, I feel like.
Yeah.
This is some weird SimCity, but I think in Death Aura it's a little bit harder than on Lightshade. Lightshade is also the map where Piotr did it on, so that's probably the one he has the most experience in. It's very important that he macros cleanly, so he needs another depot on the way, like right now.
Yeah.
Like right now.
It's too late already. Yeah, supply blocked for a bit. Can't you go 3 gas with this, actually? Feels like you can go 3 gas.
Probably
But
not.
maybe you don't even need to. Okay, 48 SVs.
Yeah.
You don't need to.
Yeah, I mean, you have 44 SCVs and then you have like the 4 extra ones building depots mainly.
Yeah.
But obviously you could get a couple more SCVs. The question is how much faster or how many extra units are you gonna get from that? I think his gas is actually pretty tight if he starts to medevacs right now.
Yeah,
if you look at it.
Yeah. Oh, Armani's going for a Spire. This is very good for Diego already. The Spire is the worst thing you can have versus this, I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. He did die against Seoul in this I think it was a Wardy Winter Championship. He died against Seoul there with 66 drones, Ling Bane, Muda. So we'll see if he goes for extra drones here, because it's very common actually to go higher than that, right?
Yeah, especially against something like a 4 Alien 3 CC. Like the timing is gonna be around 620, 630 of the Medivacs usually. So you can, it depends on your opening as well, if you go double Eve or bailing speed first. Sometimes, if I feel spicy, I can go up to 80 drones. And then Massling and Bane. And you usually can be fine.
Yeah. And the thing is, this just looks standard so far, but the first two medevac time is at the exact same time. The thing is, once medevacs number 3 and 4 are out, you push with way more marines than Zerg is used to, so this is where they can catch you off guard, where you might be in a false sense of security here as the Zerg after you see, okay, he's just stopping with 2 medevacs for the marines. This looks super standard, right? Actually loses some marines here, a little bit sloppy.
That's he needs to make sure he doesn't lose these medivacs to the Muras.
On Death Aura you always get away though.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh.
Careful, please. If you lose these medivacs, it's a disaster. Also, Armani somehow, I don't know if he guessed the push is coming or he saw it with a link, but he's making bailings and he stopped making drones.
He did start 10 Muras though, so the perfect response probably would be pure Ling Bane, I would assume, with a lot of the queens at the front. And yeah, Diego is setting up. He does not see the amount of marines that are still at the back here, so Diego is just poking, trying to
that's very good,
bait the Zerg into engaging into him.
Like, I think Armani should give up this base and take a 5th base for sure, but he doesn't know about the marines, so he can go for the classics 2 round and then Diego is gonna show the 50 marines in the back.
Exactly. Armani is starting 2-2 right now and with not an extra base, and now this is exactly what's happening. Kelazhur is baiting him in here, no bailings from behind, so that the marines have a lot of space to kite to, but he does get both tanks. I'm not sure if that was good enough for Kelazhur.
Yeah, a bit sloppy with the marines, like they reacted a bit too late. But this is still looking good for Diego. There's no bailings on their way.
There are no Zerglings on the map right now. Armani can't even morph new bailings, and if Diego realizes he can stim forward and just kill him.
I think Diego's gonna go for it.
He needs to scan. There's the scan. There's the scan. Stim forward right now.
Go.
Stim,
Let's go.
stim.
F2A move. Pull a thermal. Let's go, Diego.
Okay, he's stimming forward. Extra scan to check if there are any bailings morphing that he missed. But Armani just doesn't have enough units, and GG is called. Diego takes it.
Very good, very good. Bit slop in the execution there with the tanks, but overall I think very good from Diego. Good stuff. I liked it.
Very, very good. Yeah, there's a 100% win rate Lambo build, or Soul build, Lambo Soul Archon build.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah. And he learned this build yesterday. Do you guys think all these players are preparing for weeks and months in advance? Nope.
Here comes Diego.
Diego does it in one day.
Midnight. Hey Raynor, do you want to watch a replay with me? It's a bit late, Diego. I'm not sure. I'm preparing for Armani.
Yeah.
Classic midnight preparation. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, Diego is one of the best players that can just take anything, even if he doesn't have a build order, and make it work. And there's one more thing that was very important about the last game. It was on West. Because from the Netherlands against Korea, you get 2 games on West, which means having won that, now his chances are really good on the next map.
Pillars.
Exactly, Pillars of Gold on Central. So Armani not in a great position now.
I think honestly this has become a nice terror map with the time passing. Honestly, I thought this was the best Zerg map at the start of the map pool. Then I kind of changed my mind, and I think it's kind of 50-50 right now.
Yeah,
Diego has a nice shot.
Yeah, I think also it's a middle map. I think it's a little bit hard in the early on against the first tank push with the pillars drop. That got you a couple of times. But later on, I think later on is a very good map for Zerg because the bases are so far apart and super open. So yeah. Let's also say ready.
Right.
Just in case.
Just in case. I think
If he starts now without Diego being ready, that would be like...
not even important. I think Miko won game 1. Yep, against Bunny.
Very nice. Obviously, we are official caster, but that doesn't mean we're not biased. At least I wasn't told that I need to be entirely unbiased. I'm still cheering for my friends and for my teammates as well. You guys can hear the countdown. I think it's hype. I'm actually letting this one on purpose, so you guys can always hear the countdown.
The countdown is kind of hype.
Yeah, it is. Alright, we're loading up into potentially the second upset of the day. At least it has started that way.
Yeah.
As spawning in the bottom left, the blue Tyrant player, living in the Netherlands, from Brazil, it's Kelazhur.
Woo! And in the top right, we have the Korean Zerg player, down 0-1, Armani. I think I'm getting good with the introductions. What do you think?
Yeah, very good introductions. I'm also getting better with the zooms, so overall our quality is insane. I also really like the Africa Freaks logo. I have never seen that before.
I can't see. That's kind of sad.
Oh,
but I know how it is. Actually, I'll check from your stream 3 minutes from now.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think Diego is gonna go for this game?
I don't know, to be honest.
I might have something in mind. I think I'm gonna call it now. I think he's gonna go 3 Marauder Viking Hellbat push, you know?
I mean, you would know, you practice with him, right?
Yeah. I practiced with him, but it's been a while since he played it. So,
Okay. I see you.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it might be something that he goes for. He asked us yesterday if we think 2cc builds are still good, Hellbat builds are still good. And I mean, I think it always remained the same in TVZ, as Hellbat builds are kind of meh.
They're kind of gambly, yeah.
Yeah. They either they get the wins, they get the Ws very early on, or they kind of just flop. And it's kind of 50-50, even though Tastoses say they never work. I do see them work every now and again, at the very least.
Piotr says the same. Honestly, they never work for him.
Yeah, but I mean, Clem won an entire EPT season with that, so...
True.
Oh, Kelazhur even going for the scout, so playing it safe for this game.
Yeah. I like it.
Even though CC first is quite safe, I think it's not like there's much you can do to punish it.
You know, there's something off with Armani's cast timing.
He went pool first.
Yeah, like 17 pool and 19 gas, something like that.
Yeah.
If Diego blocks the base, it's kind of... it's very annoying for Armani, because his speed is gonna be super late, and he went for a crippled clash opening or something. I'm not sure what this is. So if he gets blocked, it's really bad, I think.
Yeah, it is. This is pretty much the clash opener, right? Just he didn't take the gas right away and then didn't pull off gas.
Only one on minerals, so
yeah.
I don't see that.
But yeah, the overlord and the drone timings are the same, and the speed timing is also the same.
Tight Reaper movement.
So yeah, the clash opening, for those not familiar, is when the Zerg takes the third base before the Reaper arrives at 27 before the Overlord, so we delay the Overlord and gas mining a little bit to have an earlier third hatch to not have to deal with the Reaper blocking your third. And then usually if there's an SV blocking it, you can just take the other one. But even though Diego went towards the left side with the SV faking the block, Armani didn't buy it, or he didn't see it, and just went there anyways. If that actually was blocked, he would have been in trouble, because he would have been supply blocked.
Yeah, very annoying. And the speed not really fast.
Yeah, I need to take it with the queen, right? Queen and the drone.
What do you think of this tumor? I think it's too early for the tumor on the ramp, no? In the main.
Yeah, I usually put one way later.
Yeah, I put 2 on the front, so I can go in 2 different directions, and then if I make one more queen in the main, I'll make it with the...
Exactly, I do it with the extra queen in the main. I put like the crew king usually does 3 tumors at the front first, like 2 in the front and maybe 1 at the third, or 3 in the front depending on the map.
He's going overlord speed.
Mm-hmm.
Against a 2cc, which is very good, I think, for Armani.
Yeah, this is one of the Diego classics. He really liked going ATL into Banshee. And he's very good in the early game in general, being aggressive, with all his units constantly using the Hellions.
Yeah.
That's one of his strengths.
His alien movement is really spicy in practice games. It's a bit like Clem, I think.
I think
Very
yeah. Oh yeah. It reminds me a lot of Clem.
Yeah. I just played a game with Clem before. Just YOLO'd in 8 aliens in my base. Killed 10 rounds. GG. Clem. Upper ramp as well. Ay. Oh, he's going armory, but Armani didn't see it, did he?
He's losing an overlord. He's not watching. I think Armani is a little bit shaky, to be honest. He also had 2 overlords in the same location. Now he's follow-up scouting. He knows that there is no 3rd command center yet, which is a big tell.
Yeah, definitely. Just a depot wall like that, I think it's a big tell. Yeah, the 3rd CC. And he's making a bailing nest. Very good response here from Armani, I think.
So,
just
it's a little late, isn't it? The bailing nest?
You think so? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And no spore in the front, man. I think this is a good setup for Kelazhur here. He's hitting. There's no detection at the front, and now the Halberds can just attack one base, and the Queens are kind of zoned out by the Banshees. They need to run through the Banshee fire. So this is exactly what Kelazhur is doing. The Banshee stays in between, and the Halberds are gonna try to get the drone damage done. And you can see the Queen struggling here. The one with transfuse gets picked off. Good drone transfer, but now the spore is completely out of position. The Banshee can theoretically just go to the 3rd base now.
No. This is not good. Don't go up there.
Oh!
Damn. Actually, that was fine. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Still some Halberds are alive and there's a lot of damage. Kelazhur is still making Hellions, so he's very committed.
Also making another Banshee.
But I think Armani is losing a little bit too many units here. He lost almost all the Queens. So I actually really like the fact that there's a 3rd Banshee here. Man, I think Diego's just done it. I think this is the 2nd upset of our stream today.
Yeah. Holy moly. Freaking Diego. Very well done.
This is
good execution.
Yeah.
I don't think Armani is gonna die here, but he's pretty dead, honestly.
Oh, losing that Banshee was a little bit bad because there are no Queens. There are no Queens on the map, so...
You know, Diego's following Raxes are very late. So Armani can go up to 80 drones, I'm afraid. I mean, 80 is pushing it, but...
I see you're doing the caster thing. It's okay.
Yeah, Lambo. Becoming an expert here, just let them play.
Teaching me a little bit?
Yeah,
no, I think I should do the same. So yeah, the downside of Diego, as I said, it was very committed, and his extra racks are late, his upgrades are late, his 3rd CC is late. Downside for Armani, he has no creep and no drones, and no tech, so he has nothing, basically.
And no bailing speed. And no 4th base.
Yeah.
But he was also forgetting to spread the creep he has. But I think, honestly, I've seen worse scenarios.
Yeah.
See, he's not really spreading the creep. Honestly, I think Armani's feeling the nerves a bit.
Oh, yeah, I think so too. He in the early game, I showed this a little bit, but I didn't want to call it out. He had 2 of the first 4 overlords at the same location, spotting for the Hellions. So he didn't have vision at the right side, and that's something that just doesn't happen to top Zergs ever.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. It's gonna be a tight game, guys. Like as I said, the following Raxes were not too fast. So maybe Armani, if he's spicy, can go up to 70 drones and play it out with Link Bane only, because that's what you do when you're dead usually. You stay on 4 gases, even though he took 5. I'm not sure why. Stay on 4 gases.
That's Hydra, right? Has to be Hydra.
Pray to something. Whatever you want.
Oh, okay. If Diego controls his Banshees, they're very annoying in this spot, because Armani now needs to split his Queens, otherwise they can just run to the 4th base now. This is the problem on pillars, usually with Medivacs, but this also applies for Banshees. Yeah, that's true.
So you can go for Link Bane now.
Link drop on the other side setting up, but there's absolutely no creep defending this 4th base. It's gonna be very hard for Armani to hold this.
If he was on position, actually, he would have held really easily.
Yeah, that's true, but he sadly wasn't, and as I said before, no creep connecting, and now we see the pillars drop.
Ah, the pillars drop.
The classic.
Yeah.
Armani really needs to do some counter damage with the 1 link drop that he has going on. Good focus fire by Kelazhur on the Queens. Now he needs to pull back the Banshees.
Diego is playing really well. Never mind. I'm sorry, guys.
You jinxed it.
I didn't want to jinx it.
Okay, let's see.
The Banshees could have been saved there, honestly.
Let's see the Zergling drop. A little bit of a slow reaction. Still not pulling away the SCVs. Even if you move the SCVs, even though they can't defend themselves, that means the Zerglings attack a lot less often.
Do you think this Link is gonna get 10 SCVs? No.
There's a... no.
I've seen it happen. 1 Link getting... So, see, like Diego did Armani a favor, took his gas out. so he could go for 4 Gasling Bane, and now Armani just retook it. Rookie mistake. Didn't need it.
I think it's not the worst because he has too many drones for 3 base anyways, so...
Yeah, but... He's taking a 5th base, actually. You know... Yeah. Many things can happen in this game, guys.
You know? You said you know without having any clue where the sentence was gonna go, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm doing the caster. I said, you know, and then I looked at the situation and... you know, these SCVs could actually die. Big Ramba in the 2nd base, wall open. Diego is not watching, actually. This is split. Damn, clean splits from Armani.
Okay, a bunch of Zerlings survive. Now, the problem is that there's an army here and Kelazhur is up 50 supply. The upgrades are even. Armani is out of position for this one as well. I think you just kind of have to go...
But it's on creep. It's on creep, Lambo.
It is on creep. There are more Marines and Baning, so decent splits by Kelazhur, and I think he just doesn't have enough.
Actually got very close at the end right there, guys, with the Rambai.